guys a little bit of size reference. This might be one of the most beautiful spots I've ever been. Okay, welcome back, guys. Been a long time, eh? Well, I did put out the Africa Twin ride with my dad video, but been a long while since I did a camping trip. Been super busy. Put in some new raised beds, garden, like vegetable garden beds. I put in, rebuilt my deck, and then put some storage underneath. I did some work in the new baby's room. Man, oh man, rugged old trail here. Reminds me of my buddy Brute Force Explorer. Wonder what he'd have to say about these trails.
Hey buddy, heard you've been playing some of that sweet skid plate music on your buggy. Don't be bouncing Wendell out. Haha, take care.
Haven't, and not to mention spending quite a bit of time with the family. My little girl Annabelle is growing like a weed. If you guys follow my social medias, you could see that. I'm on Instagram a lot more than I'm on Facebook, but you know, check them both out. I have links in the description. But yeah, we're out here today. It's mid-July, and we're going out for a camping trip. I'm trying to find my way to a spot that I've been wanting to go to for a long time, but I've never actually made it, or I've never actually tried to go, because I really didn't think you could get there by ATV. Oh man, it's getting steep here now. I always try to think back of what my buddy Jerry Quadding Seuss would say on things like this.
Holy crap, it looks like he was at a bit of an angle.
I just got to this little section, pretty rocky going down here, lots of weird angles, and with the machine loaded up with gear for camping, I don't like that. So I see there's another way around, and it looks like it might be easier, so I'm going to take that way. Yeah, sometimes there's these roundabouts for a reason type thing, or go-arounds, whatever you like to call them. But yeah, this one is, I would say, definitely, it's steep, but it's not, it's definitely easier than trying to go up those rocks there. There was a lot of drops. Oh, I'm starting to feel a nice breeze. Cobweb blowing across the trail here. Yeah, that's pretty rugged going up there, and doesn't get much better right here. Wendell's having no issues. So yeah. And if you're new to my channel, that's my dog Wendell. He's a Parsons Russell Terrier, so he's like a Jack Russell with a little bit different snout and a little bit longer legs. It's just as crazy. It's been a little while. He's been itching to get out. He wouldn't leave my side, getting ready to leave this morning. But yeah, he's all excited to get out and go for a camping trip. So yeah, like I was saying, I've been wanting to come check out this plot for a while. Just thought I was gonna have to hike in, and after doing a little bit of research, seen I was able to get there by ATV, so thought, hey, that'd be a great video. We are in the Martin Head area. Locals probably already know where I'm at, but yeah. It's just beautiful in here. These woods are got a nice little creek that runs right down there. Not much water running though. I actually expected a little bit more, to be honest with you, because we had torrential downpour last night. Rained most of the night, and the loudest thunder I think I've ever heard. Always liked thunder. I don't know why. Looks like the trail, it's a little bit better right here. Maybe this is an old logging road that used to be. That's what this area was. All of Martin Head, and used to come here and oh, that's where the trail goes. Used to come here and do logging, and I couldn't imagine the old days where they used to have to cut this stuff by hand. These great big trees, haul them out of here by horse and obviously by manpower. And all the hills here are just straight down, so it's something else. Oh, where's he going? Must have saw something. He just loves it. I don't know if you guys could see just how steep this is. I mean, if your machine rolled off of here, that would be it. Just beautiful though. The greens and old trees here. Oh man, I'm starting to see where the river goes inland. I can see the point. You guys probably can't see it through the trees, but we'll see her once I get down there. It looks like it might be high tide. I put the Grizzly in 4-wheel drive back there just to be a little bit safer. Man, this is beautiful. I wish you guys could be here. Hopefully the GoPro does this justice on how steep these hills are, how beautifully green everything is. You live in a beautiful country, everybody. You just got to get out and find the beauty. If you live in a city, you know, get out to a local national or state forest or provincial park, anything. I'm a big fan of Google Maps. I'll just go browsing Google Maps for cool spots, and you'll end up finding stuff like this. And of course I had a little bit of help from the president of the Sussex ATV Club, Graham. and Jeff Briscombe, hopefully I say the name right. Both gave me some, Jeff actually sent me a GPS track, which I was able to put on Google Maps on my computer and then kind of see exactly where to go, and it ended up being where I kind of thought the trail was going anyway. But yeah, it is beautiful. Nice. Found this bottle. Pick this up. I don't know if you can see, like, the trail goes up and then keeps going up there. I hope it shows up on the GoPro how steep it is. Pick up your trash. I'm sure that might have just fell out of someone's bag. I'm not sure, but oh, let's get going. Oh wow, there's an eagle taking off right there too. Never gonna see that on the GoPro. Yeah, if you guys come down here, you're gonna see a little trail that kind of follows this the whole way around. I would suggest definitely staying on the trail. Don't go driving in the grass. Like, there's ground birds and stuff like that. Uh-oh. You know, I see a big mud hole like this, I start thinking of my buddy Hero ATV and out in the woods and his son Cash there. I wonder what those guys would tell me to do.
Give it to her, bud.
Send it!
Alright, he tells me to send it, but I'm not sending it in there. I'm gonna go around the outside. I don't have a Can-Am Renegade all with big mud tires. Yeehaw! And oh yeah, actually I remember this. This is a beautiful little camp spot. I think I'll show you guys this. All right, this is a great little camping spot here. Leave no trace. You couldn't have said oh, someone's walking up here. Beautiful spot here though. Look at this camping spot. I thought I seen something coming in the woods. It's just a hiker. Just gotta talk to him. I just met some nice people doing the Fundy Foot Trail. They're gonna camp in here tonight, and I'll camp out on the beach. But yeah, this is beautiful. Very nice people. I feel bad for them. They got caught in that rain that I was talking about last night. And the river rose. They camped next to the river. The river went up by like 4 feet, they said. And their tent just basically flooded.
Tent's full of water.
Had like 8 inches of water in it. But we're gonna go try to find a good camping spot. Leave these guys alone. Wow. What a spot. Oh, there's actually a little tin roof place over there. I might have to go check that out later. Check out the cliffs, and that's island. That is Martin Head Island. There is some people out on the beach. I can see them, and nobody here, which I like. I like being alone. Check out the point, big rock. That looks like that could eventually fall in. I brought my fishing rod, so maybe I'll throw a few casts out, maybe the mouth of the river. You know, usually you have some big fish hanging out there. Hoping some little fish happen to swim by. Man, this is gorgeous, and it looks like there's lots of driftwood, so I'll be able to collect that and have myself a fire. Check this spot out, guys. This might be the most beautiful place I've ever been. I really mean it. The tide's going out. I've already seen some fish jumping. You see the wet sand, so it's gone down easily 2-3 feet already. Check it out though. All these wild roses. Just beautiful. You always find those on the beaches here. Man, what a spot. Here, boy. Oh man, he smells something, and something made a noise in there. And under this metal thing, I see... Here, boy. Here. Anyways, this is remnants of the old sawmill. That was like a big, I think it was a steam, something to do with steam, like a steam oven or something like that. I think that's what it was anyway. Maybe somebody will correct me. I'm not sure exactly what all this is. But there's some pillars out there in the water we'll be able to see once the tide goes down. Here's what they used to connect to. It's a big gear over here. Come. Looks like maybe an axle. Big gear. God only knows what this stuff used to do. Another couple little axles, maybe for some trolleys. Maybe they had some rail and stuff here. It was a big time logging spot. Does not get prettier than this. It is so quiet here. Smells something. Man, don't mind the sweat. It's a hot one today. Just found a beer bottle. I'm gonna pick that up and might try and get it back with me. Oh, breaking it. Alright guys, well, like I said, I couldn't camp on the other side. The tide would come up too high, and I didn't want to get blocked in over there, and I'm definitely not going to drive over these wild roses. They're just absolutely beautiful. I see the other couples down there drying out all their gear, laying in the sun. I feel so bad for them, but they're in good spirits, so it's all good. Anyways, I'm going to set up here. I'm going to flatten out a little spot here and set up my tent. And alright guys, well, it's getting on in the day here. It is 4:56 in the evening. The tide has gone out. As you guys can see, that you couldn't see any of those rocks before. And now in here, instead of being beautifully blue, you can just see it, it's all sandbar. And you guys can see the pillar right there, like rock things, and I'm guessing there used to be maybe like a boardwalk that used to go across there, or that was probably a dock, something like that. So it leads right over, right to where the old oven thing used to be. Steam, I don't know if it's a steam engine or something, that's what it looks like. But yeah, we got everything set up there now. Obviously I got my MSR tent set up. Wendell's relaxing, laying in the sand instead of his blanket, but hey, he'll bring half the sand in with him tonight. A little thing, and I'm gonna have a little fire tonight because that's how I have to cook my food and make my coffee in the morning. But yeah, you guys can see the tide has gone out big time. The tide was about right where that was when I showed up, and that's like, I don't know, probably about 80 feet now down. That doesn't mean it went down 80 feet deep, but it's a good probably 15 feet deep. I happened to be working in Truro the last week there, so I swung into the NSLC and picked up some 9 locks that I can't get in New Brunswick. So this one is 9 locks Blackberry Blonde. Blackberry being my favorite of the berries. But we're going to give this one a try. Gonna get the fire going so we get burned down to some coals and I'll be able to eat my my dinner tonight. Okay, get it. Yes, sir. He's got his kibbles and his homemade stuff. Well, Wendell 8. I'm on to beer number 2. This is 9 locks Trail Duster, American Pale Ale. Thought I'd come over here and show you guys the type of tides you're dealing with here. So right there is where the water was earlier when I first got here. Take a look at this now. That wooden pier that's right there, that was probably a dock or something. That's about 8-9 feet down from where I am right now. And the water goes down even more. This was all underwater. And deep underwater too. There's a giant piece of wood right there, like an old tree. Actually this might have actually been a huge dock because I see some wood coming out right here from the side of the bank and here, and this is holding up pretty good here, so that'll give you guys a little bit of size reference next to the Grizzly. It's massive. There's all the piers coming across. I actually had a laugh there. Actually, I noticed this one. Well, they're all the same, but basically it's a square built with logs, and then they just fill the beach rocks inside the logs, and it's actually exactly how my father, back when we were little kids, he built our wharf on Porter's Lake. I remember build a big wharf, and then he would bring us with us to go collect rocks, and we'd come home and throw them inside the wharf, and then he docked it over, or decked it over, sorry. Stayed here all these years, just the wood rotting away there now, so it's pretty obvious the old way works. Alright. Of course it looks massive because I'm right in front of the camera. But that is a tomahawk steak from Boudreaux Meats in Memram Cook. Rubbed down with some avocado oil. I have garlic and onion powder, and then I put on some Traeger seasoning. Alright, steak and onions are on. I'm absolutely starving. Mosquito, get out of here. Gonna have our third beer, 9 locks, Right Some Red. If you're a Maritimer, you know we like to say the word some nice, some good. So Right Some Red, let's try her out. That's actually really good. It's got a little bit of butter. This actually might be margarine, I don't know. Alright guys, I've been waiting absolutely all day to eat this. I haven't eaten anything. I've had coffee, 1 stick of pepperoni, and that was it. My nice opal knife. I suppose you want some, Wendell, do you, buddy? Oh my god. This is falling apart. I would say a medium to medium rare, which is exactly how I like it. I don't know if it's just that I've been croaking a good steak. It's the seasoning, I don't know. Might be the best steak I've ever eaten. This rivals the Micmac Tavern in Dartmouth. Wendell approves. I'm gonna enjoy my steak, and I'll get back with you guys in a bit. Done. Chores are all done. I got some wood piled up there for later. There's wood everywhere, so it's not, even in the dark, it'll be easy to find. Have everything washed. Gonna have a dirty blonde. See, they changed the can. 9 locks. I'm probably gonna head right over here off this point and take a few casts. I brought a few different lures with me. I'm just gonna bring a spoon. I had pretty good luck in the ocean with that spoon, so. Man, the rock ledges here are wild. Still see a little bit of my camp over there. Look at the size of these rocks. And big sandbar. I don't know, it's about 4.5 feet. It's all the way around, and you got a big low spot here. It's cool how the tide moves everything. I'm not expecting to catch too much or anything, but it's more just something to do tonight instead of just sitting around drinking beers. Well, I took a few casts, didn't really get anything, and just the way I can see the breakers breaking here, so I know that it's not very deep out there, and I need to find a drop off. I kind of thought because of this sandbar that there was going to be a drop off, and there wasn't. That rock point that you can see from my camp, it's weird, that rock's kind of like all white, and there's a straight line here, and then this rock's all dark. Not sure exactly why. Well, I've never seen something like that before. It's like it's jelly. Some type of seaweed, maybe? I don't know. Anyone knows what that is, let me know. Well, I almost forgot, but just wanted to send a big thank you and shout out to Scott. And he's at the Southfield Fire Department, and that is right outside of Detroit. I think it's like a suburb. Flies are eating me alive, but yeah, man, I really appreciate you sending me this t-shirt and the patch. I love the patch. I have that down in my man cave. And Annabelle really loves her helmet. Maybe I'll post a little picture of her wearing it So yeah, appreciate you, all the guys at the fire department, all of our first responders. I really appreciate you guys. So this frig off, it's for you guys. Thanks. Well guys, 11:30, just came back to the tent here, had a few handfuls of old Miss Vicky's salt and vinegar chips, a couple mouthfuls of water, hopefully no headaches in the morning. But Wendell's here, he is tired. Hey buddy. But yeah, we're probably gonna hit the hay here. They can hear the tide coming in, and I'll probably wake up at some point and take a peek out, make sure it's not getting too close. Anyways, see you guys in the morning. Good morning guys. Beautiful morning, a little bit chilly actually. Got down to about, Weather Network says 14 last night. So that's Celsius, so I'll have to do the conversion and put it in the bottom of the screen. But I was nice and warm in there. I brought my warm sleeping bag. But I was a little disappointed to see that the tide's out. I wanted to fish this little inlet here, but I guess I won't be able to do that. I also wanted to get some drone footage of the area behind me all full of water. I guess I won't be able to do that. I'm gonna get home, go to a big flea market with the wife and kid. Anything with the kids usually fun, but anyways, we're gonna get a little fire going here and cook up some breakfast. Well, we're just gonna have a little fire, get that burned down. I only need to make a simple breakfast, a little bologna sandwich. So I got some wood cut there, hopefully cut. I collected. Wonder if my buddy Josh Gammon thinks that's enough wood or not.
Hey Maritimer, how's it going, buddy? Just wanted to remind you, if you need some extra firewood, don't forget to take a chop of those old green trees. They make lots of smoke, keep the bugs away. Cheers, buddy.
First cup of coffee in the morning, always the best. Probably only one guy I know that likes morning coffee more than me, and that'd be my buddy down in New Mexico, MANZANOMAN.
What's up everyone? You're watching the Maritimer YouTube channel, and nothing beats a morning coffee in the outdoors, man.
Fried bologna, mayonnaise and mustard, toasted bread. So simple, so good. Really, only one other guy that I know that likes a bologna sandwich. That's my buddy Troy over there at 13 PREVAIL.
You can't beat a bologna sandwich, also known as a Newfie steak sandwich.
Just enjoying another cup of coffee. Looking at these cliffs here going towards Martin Head. And I remember the first time I camped on the island with my buddy Jordan. We were woken up like super early. It was the sound of a helicopter. At the time we didn't know what it was. Apparently, 2 people walked from Martin Head Beach, because they didn't know the trail to get down here, along the cliffs at low tide, came to this beach, hung out here, probably took pictures and stuff. And then on the way back, the tide came up, and they got blocked off, and they actually had to climb up the cliffs to get out of the water. And the military sent a chopper in, and basically lowered a guy down with some blankets and probably some water and a little bit of food or something, and that military member spent the night with them on the cliffs until the tide would go down. They could climb down and get back to the beach. But pretty cool story. I only found out when I got home, but it'd be pretty scary having to stay up there all night. Wendell would rather lay in the sand than lay on his blanket. Never said he was a normal dog. Well, it's about 8:30 in the morning there now. Coffee's drank, breakfast is done. Probably going to start breaking down camp. There goes, pretty sure it's my people I met yesterday crossing, and there's another guy right there coming the opposite way. Cool. Nice to see people out enjoying this the Fundy Footpath. It is beautiful. Give you a little perspective of how small those people are. What a spot. I hope you guys, if you end up watching this video, I hope you guys had a good trip. And it's a lot better than the first night you spent there in the water. But yeah, hope you guys have a great trip. Alright guys, everything's packed up. Leave no trace as always. We got about 5 4-liter jugs of water from the river. Dump it on my fire. Get rid of all the burned logs and all the stones that were around my tent. So that's all cleaned up. I picked up any garbage, and any garbage I found I collected and put in the back of the bike. Found a beer bottle, and it's actually really nice here. There wasn't a lot of garbage. I only found a few little things that, you know, like the water bottle that might have just fell out of somebody's backpack. Nothing too serious. It's actually nice to see. Yeah, so I think we're gonna take off. I'm gonna go down over there, and there's a little hut. I'm thinking it's probably for the hikers, give them a spot to get out of the rain if it was really downpouring. Just wanna go check that out. It's where I seen that couple stayed last night. And yeah, sad to go because it's so beautiful. But yeah, anyways, probably won't be giving out the GPS tracks to get to this spot. I don't want a ton of people coming here and ruining it. If you guys figure out or you already know how to get here, then great. That's up to you. But it's absolutely beautiful here. I definitely want to come back. Maybe a nice fall hot tent camping trip would be fun. It's a lot of softwoods, but there's a lot of hardwoods here in these hills. So I think with the trees turning color on all these hills here, it would be nice. So yeah, anyways, I'm kind of rambling on. I hope you guys liked the camping video. If you guys did, definitely hit that subscribe button. Leave me a comment down below. Hit the thumbs up, it all helps. Check me out on all social medias. Links are in the description. Alright, here's where my tent was. The fire was around here. I threw all the wood around just so it wasn't piled. Try and leave no trace, guys. Keep these spots beautiful. And we'll be able to come back here. You'll be able to bring your kids here someday, or grandkids. Pick that up. This might have just washed up from the ocean, because I don't think too many ATVers are definitely not hikers are bringing 2-liter jug of milk with them.
Milk was a bad choice.
This is pretty full in here too, but I'm not gonna leave garbage if I can find somewhere to put it. Like a time machine to go back to whenever this was popular and just see what all went on and how they did everything. That'd be right up my alley. I love history. I'd love to know the angle of this hill. Man, it's steep. Four-wheel drive low just to be safe. Don't need any rollovers or any near heart attacks. Wendell's still chugging along behind me. This is that washout section. Couldn't imagine tumbling down that hill. Ho ho! The end of the Grizzly should be there forever. I don't know if you'd ever get it back. Whoa! Oh, that was quite the angle, as old Jerry would say. Tire was off the ground. Like I was saying, if you're not comfortable, definitely don't come down here. That's the first time in a while I got a little bit nervous. Four-wheel drive low, steady throttle, no jerky motions. Wendell after another frickin' squirrel or a chipmunk. Hey, bud. This is where a good set of tires that are good in all terrains are super important. If you had a set of mud tires and like they're hard compound rubber and usually they have higher PSI because they're going through soft mud. They would not be as they would not be as good on a trail like this as, say, like a good set of, you know, all-around tires. These are the Bighorns. I run them at pretty low PSI, and that way it really lets the rubber grip what it needs to. Yeah, check out these rocks. Nice and slow. Those are all wet rocks that are, I'm guessing, would be pretty slippery. Whew. Well, we're just getting to the, I guess, the start of the trail, but the end of the trail for me today. It's a rugged old trail, especially going back up. A couple times I had to think about my line, stop back up, maybe approach it from a different angle. But I'll catch up with you guys when I get back to the truck. Alright guys, well, that's it for the ATV camping portion of the video. Hopefully you guys liked the video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, a like, and of course, if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. It really helps me out. And yeah, so hopefully you liked it. I guess we'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers. Come on. Holy shit, this is steep.